Today I am going to be talking about Iisac Asimov's Foundation, originally published in 1951. I've heard a lot of people talking about Iisac Asimov lately, and I've read 2 books by him now, so I just thought I'd talk about it and let you guys know how this one went for me. Iisac Asimov was incredibly prolific in writing in his career. He published 512 works, not counting his short stories or his essays, and he wrote a lot of those at the beginning of his career. Foundation is the first in a trilogy. Later in his life, Asimov returned to the work and wrote prequels as well as sequels. The story starts in a galaxy ruled under one empire. A scientist of psychohistory predicts the empire will fall, and as a result, him and his colleagues are sent to the extreme edge of the universe. Psychohistory is the science of predicting what's going to happen in the future mathematically by examining what has happened in the past and what is currently happening. Asimov is credited with coming up with the word psychohistory, as well as positronic and robotic. So the scientist, Selden, and all of his colleagues go to the edge of the universe, and there they establish the Foundation. The aim of the Foundation is to assemble the first ever galactic encyclopedia. Selden has predicted that the Empire is going to fall into a period of disarray. This period of disarray will be shortened exponentially if this is a success. That is, if the Foundation is able to establish the first galactic encyclopedia, assembling all the knowledge that currently exists and all the lessons they've learned from the past. One of the big problems that science fiction writers often deal with is the communication across these huge expanses. Most writers come up with some solution for this. I found it very interesting that Asimov actually avoided that. He makes it quite clear that people at one edge of the universe are not sure of what's happening elsewhere in the universe. Through the medium of this book, Asimov is able to look at a number of very interesting questions. Some of the topics that he deals with are the rule of a child monarchy, the use of religion to control a society, the danger of becoming very reliable on commercial goods. One of my problems with this book is that there just aren't enough words. The book is not even 200 pages long. The book is divided into 5 sections. So each section is about 4 or 5 chapters long, which would be fine if they all continued in a single timeline. Each section progresses in time by about 50 years. So you're getting 4 or 5 chapters but set in one period, and then the next section 4 or 5 chapters set 50 years ahead. I find this difficult because each section has its own big ideas that it's dealing with. The example that I gave of dealing with a child monarch coming of age, that is only dealt with in one section of this book, so only in 4 or 5 chapters. I think this may be an area where you're seeing Asimov's ability to write book upon book upon book sort of show through in his writing a little bit. While that is true of this book, I don't think it is true of all of Asimov's work. The other book that I read by him, I, Robot, which bears no resemblance to the movie with Will Smith, is actually a very well-formed story. I can only speculate, but perhaps if he had not been writing 512 books, he would have had more time to flesh out this one book. For those of you that are just looking to get into Iisac Asimov, maybe I, Robot would be a more approachable story. However, for those that are not new to Asimov, or that are just looking for a nice fast read or a short introduction to science fiction, Foundation is a great place to start. Thanks for watching. Bye.